Pyscho Boyfriend Stories. According to Reddit, listener discretion is advised. I think you know it's about to go in a very specific direction. Number 12. He was really hot. He seemed normal. But after the first date, I realized that he's not normal. He tried to keep it casual, and he started driving by my work every shift, calling my friend's house when I was there, asking to talk to me. He showed up at my work's holiday party, sat in his car outside the entire time. Just really weird behavior that I knew even as hot as the guy was, he was not someone that I would feel comfortable with or wanted to spend time with. I eventually moved away and it stopped. But years later, I saw him at a bar. He came up to me and told me that I was just like my mom! Exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point. I noped right out of there, and I haven't seen him since. Here's hoping in this scenario that even though she hasn't seen him, that he hasn't been seeing her. Sorry. Couldn't help myself. Hello to all of you in the stream chat. Here's hoping you're having a fantastic day, and that you just feel good. I want you to feel good, and you should want to feel good too. Wow. Love you. Hope you're keeping it right. Keeping it right and keeping it tight. Pistachio, Linda, Suela, Baby says, "Hi, Kyle. You noticed me in a previous stream a long time ago, and I just want to say thank you for your kind words. You know, well, you deserve no less." As we continue, we arrive at number 11. We actually hear about it all the time. We just don't call it this. Stalking, domestic violence, obsession, possession, and actual violence, and intimidation of partner, and assault, and murder are all instances of crazy sticking dick in crazy? But it rarely becomes a story that we can look back on and laugh at. This is a big ass in parentheses thing here, but it says none of this is to say that female on male or same-sex domestic violence isn't a thing, just that the consequences are not lethal nearly often, and society is less likely to encourage victims to stay in these toxic relationships in the first place. Well, nobody asked you the nature of the actual friggin' bing bongs here. We just wanted the story, and you're out here getting descriptive? My God. It's like we ask you to tell us what your favorite movie is, and instead you start giving us like genres of movies that you like, and it's like, no. Perhaps you misunderstood the question. So since this one doesn't exist, I'm gonna scroll down into one of the gnarlier entries on this list. I actually deliberately didn't start on this because it got right into the hardcore right off the bat. And oh, look at Kyle trying to keep some of his videos potentially monetizable, but I guess not with the way that people make things happen. So here's hoping that the things that you're going through or have been through are not as terrible as this, and if they have been, that you've learned a lesson, and if they are, that you find the best way to quickly get out of it. Expeditiously, man. Number 13. He beat me up. He snuggled me. He threatened to kill me, threatened to take the life of our child, threatened to kill himself, nice guy, threatened to kill the family of the lady telling the story. If I left, he made it quite clear someone was gonna die. And if he couldn't kill me, he'd kill our child and then kill himself. You said this already. He would stalk me after I left, though this was before stalking laws in the early 90s. What? It was considered illegal to follow someone around, park outside their house, come to their job, call them repeatedly, etc. None of that was illegal then. What? In the early 90s? Back in the 90s, it was legal to stalk and follow women. Sorry. I'm following your ass. Following you. Sorry. I ended up having to leave town. That's really not funny. It's like horrifying is what it is. I ended up having to leave town and to move away. That saved us, me and my little girl. We both had a hard time at first, but after a few years, things got better, and my crazy man radar was sharply honed, so I never got into the situation again. Eventually, I dated and married a great man. 25 years now, 23 years together. 25 years knowing him, 23 years together, and then 20 married. Well, damn, Diana. I like the wiggle. She says,
been a while since I've donated to Butter Slice's college fund.
Oh my God, you're so sweet to Butter Slice. He's gonna have a bright future if he can keep them things out of his mouth. You know what I mean? You know, he seems to be interested in a dark future, but you know, with your help, we can make some things happen. Thank you, Diana. I love and appreciate you.
You have it on top chat.
Oh no, it should be on live chat. Oh, well, if it isn't Tara in the chat. I hope she's having a terrific day. Maybe that works? Yeah, that works. That works, boy. As we continue this entry, perhaps the saddest or strangest was an utterly bizarre and baffling case where he didn't even seem to like me at all, let alone feel the all-consuming love that he claimed to feel. From the get-go, almost immediately, he began to put me down. He would list my faults, make fun of my looks, my hair, my color, my intelligence. What don't you dumb basic hoes understand about psychology? Some girls can be beaten down into a capacity or like mental state where they just regard themselves as useless, worthless, and that nobody wants them, so they might as well just kick it with this dude because at least he puts up with you. And if you're in that mindset, then he never has to worry about you straying far, because before you could ever make anything happen with another person, you would have to believe that you are worthy of their attention. And if you've already mentally decided that you're not worthy of anybody's attention, then he's got you right where he needs you. What's not to get, ladies? What is not to get? Listen, everything about me he apparently disliked, and all of my friends he disliked. Big surprise there. The isolation. He could not stand my family, and I had very low self-esteem at the time, and that was partly why I went along with it, as I had a poor idea of myself as well. But I would ask him with great puzzlement, why do you insist upon being with me since you dislike me so much? Since I'm so gross and ugly and stupid and so on? I never got an answer. He'd usually go off into insane roaring, like literal roaring. I think he's one of these like furries. Like if you think this guy's crazy and he's a furry. I didn't think it was going to be this crazy, man. I'm kind of glad that that person above made a stupid entry so that we could come down into this. Roaring just like yelling, dude. Hey, Soyla has the word soy in her name. I like that, you know? I'd like a picture of Soyla with some soy milk. I'm sure somebody's probably asked them that before, and, you know, now it just makes them angry to think about. Am I so basic because soy is in my name? I'm kidding. There's nothing basic about having soy in your name. Thank you, Lucky, for that super chat. He says, I can't decide a message. I lack brain cells. You see, you're putting yourself down, but already your brain cells have allowed you to make a comment in and of itself. So if it was something that you were trying to do, lo and behold, you've done it. Congratulations. You weren't even trying, were you? You just did it. Your brain decided for you. Wow. Oh my God. Soyla says they call her Soil. That's pretty cool. Soil, dude. That's pretty cool. I wonder, like, that's cool enough to where I wonder if I'd name a kid that, just so that could be their nickname. Huh. That's really cool, man. Or at least I think it's cool. Soil. I'll be rolling around talking about, I am the foundation, and all this bullshit. Call me the foundation. Anyway. Many years later, I read the book Controlling People by Patricia Evans. Oh, sweet Lord. You had to read some idiot's book to learn the nuances and what blatantly surface level subtlety of human interaction and manipulation. Like, come on now. As a woman, you should grow up and understand that. When we're little kids, man, when we're infants, there's a stage we all unfortunately go through where we're crying and we realize that that gets a reaction, much like Pavlovian conditioning, homie. You know? We know that if we cry, we get a reaction. And that means, you know, as terrible as it is to say, we're not inherently liars or deceptive or evil or sin-filled creatures, but we're going to test the goddamn waters. We're going to test the boundaries of what we're capable of. So at some point, most people probably have cried even though they weren't really needing to cry to see if they can get a little something. And some people don't fucking stop. They just keep going. If they can keep getting away with it, they'll keep doing it. And he found the right person in whoever wrote number 13. But again, I'm glad it's all in their past and there's damn near 30 years between them and this thing that they went through. Blah, 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 blah. Number 10, all right? Oh, we got another person commenting on just what's going on in this thread. That's okay, because we're going to go down to number 14, which will take the pace. You see why? You see, look in the first two words, my dude. In the first two words. I love Reddit. I love Reddit when it's like talking about things that are real, which is the only thing that I want to read. I'm not the other guys reading just like bullshit like, what would you do with $100 right now? I'm trying to read like a story from somebody's, you know, intimate past. And here we go, unfortunately. He assaulted me sexually in a non-consensual capacity. And I got herpes from it. She contracted an STD. Sick. Feel so bad for her. When I blocked his number, he came back to my house. Tried to break down my door, went to the cops, but they didn't think a crime had been committed. Oh, Jesus, where the hell do you live? They didn't bother interviewing him or getting any evidence. Wait a minute, when you got bing-bonged, you didn't like slide over to see if they could scoop nothing out, man, get a rape kit or whatever. Lied in the police report about me not having his number for them to contact him. Fuck the police, fuck the shitty rape laws, fuck how hard it is to get a restraining order. It's hard to get a restraining order? This is what I have to ask. Where was this? Some kind of, like, I don't want to say there's holes in the story. It's just like, you know? What is Stripes talking about? Stripe says, meet me in the Disneyland drive-through lot in 30 minutes for an ass kicking. Listen, there's a lot of things there's a lot of things wrong with Stripes' comment there. First of all, is Disneyland a fast food restaurant, homie? Why is there a drive-through there? Okay? Did this girl mean parking lot? And did she really mean Disneyland? That's on the West Coast, ain't it? You know what I mean? Disney World is in Florida. That's the main one. The drive-through lot. Is this a meme? And I throw it at the internet just to see what comes up. If you want an ass kicking. Yeah, missing Disneyland. The Google doesn't know what to make heads or tails of it. DSS Soila, please stop. This is the third time you mentioned this. Final warning. Oh, yeah, what's going on now? What'd she say?
She has mentioned correction 5 or at the minimum 5, 6 or 6 times. All hail the rain god or some shit like that.
Who the hell is the rain god?
Already pointed it out, and I'm pointing it out. And if she says it again, it's gay baby Jimmy.
That's probably just a little boy. Why y'all giving them the holy status of big titty lady? Like anybody just deserves that. And why y'all letting people habitually, line step out here without hitting them with some hot baby jail for them to think over their crimes? See me? I'm not that kind of guy where I care about stuff and things. It's not going to kill somebody to not be able to type their dumb thing that they've been repeating in the chat over and over for a couple of seconds. So maybe I hit them once and twice. 3 times a gay, baby. I'm sorry. As we continue up this list of crazy boy man stories, we arrive at number 9. Ooh, and there's a bunch of entries on this one. Number 1. He turned out to be a pedo who was only into me because I looked about 4 years younger than I was and was underdeveloped. I'm so sorry to girls that don't have it going on, that end up with dudes that want you because you look young. Jeez, that sucks. That sucks. 3 years into the relationship, I started looking legal. So he got the number of one of the freshmen that I was tutoring, got her drunk, and oh my God, and snuggled her. Called the cops, noped out. He stalked me for months and kept asking me to marry him. So he got away with it. That is sick, dude. Number 2, controlled everything about my life from my job down to my hair color and diet, and then he proposed. One day I got a letter from his wife. Oh my God. He tried to lie his way out of it and I noped out. You know how sad it must have made that woman to sit down and write a letter to your husband's fucking hoe? Whoa. Whoa. Number 3, it turns out he was a sex addict. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of libido. I hope he found somebody that he lines up with. He banged every willing female that he could find, which most men probably would. Let's be honest here. Names not required, which most men probably would. Let's not be, you know what I mean? If men had a line formed outside of their door and they were going to go out to do something, but every time they walked out the door, somebody was like, hey, are you willing to do this? And they'd be like, well, okay, well, what are we going to do? He got frustrated and come on. Even I didn't think it would be this intense. This is a terrible list, guys. By the way, for those who are curious as to, in the interest of clarity, what the name of this list is, it's, okay, men have stories about times they, quote, stuck their dick in crazy, right? This list is asking women for times that crazy stuck their dick in them. So unfortunately, and this is the sad part to me, is that this isn't just like a crazy boyfriend story where at the very least, y'all mutually came together not knowing who each other was, and then over time, the monster came out of its shell. It seemed like right off the bat, like hardcore devil horns crazy. If all of these stories are turning into rape stories, you know what I'm talking about? Jesus hell. It turns out he was a sex addict. He fucked everybody that was willing. Names not required. He got frustrated and raped me while I was recovering from an abdominal surgery, dude. Now, it doesn't really get worse than that. I mean, I think non-consensual sex is pretty much the worst thing you can do to a woman because some of them would rather die. Do you get what I'm saying? Some women would rather die than pursue the existence that follows, with this thing that they were powerless to do anything against. But to think that the person that you're supposed to confide in, love, trust, would overwhelm you in a capacity where, regardless of what you wanted and your choice, they didn't care, while you were recovering from surgery. And that surgery so happened to be on the portion of you that they would need to be aggressive with. That was like tender following the surgery. I really don't think it gets any worse, man. This is like winner material. Not that this list is going to be a competition, my dude, but I don't think it's going to get worse than this. Correct me if I'm wrong. If we reach one that's worse than this, say literally in the chat, you were wrong, Kyle, and it'll be a humbling thing for me to read, and I'll say it out loud as well. I was wrong. But this is bad. This is bad here. It resulted in my child. He left me after the baby was born. Correct me if I'm wrong. It can't get worse than this. He left me because he wanted a girl. I wonder why. Dia, are you sick yet?
I wanna barf.
Are you sick yet? I wonder why he wanted a girl. Who wants a girl, dude? I don't want no damn female. You kidding me if I'm having a kid?
There's a very specific reason.
There's a very specific reason you want a little girl, you sick bastard. Whoa. He later broke into my house through the window and stole a bunch of stuff. Currently owes a fuck ton of child support. I don't know what the hell I'm reading here. I've been reading Reddit lists for years. And this is it, boy. Like, I've seen vulgar acts on portions of the internet that try to stay hidden, dude. I have seen some things with underdeveloped things. Do you get what I'm saying? But this is like sick on a level I can't imagine, because it just gets worse and worse and worse. And I'm very sorry to everybody, and I want to get this out of your... I want to get the image out of your minds. But we may need to get through the whole list, and then I'll show you some stuff, because it's just going to get worse. Number 8. He turned into a gaslighting textbook sociopath. He pushed one of those standing, rotating fans on me while I was sleeping. I woke up, and he was just completely pissed off. I had no idea why. He told me he was talking to me while I was sleeping, and I rolled over so that I wasn't facing him. Apparently, that infuriated him. He was a terrible person. The relationship only lasted 5 months. It was a nightmare. You know, I'm going to be real. Reading this, it's just stupid. You get what I'm saying? This entry is maximum, just dumb. It's a dumb anecdote. And I don't mean to dismiss what this woman has gone through, because what I'm going to explain to you is that this was likely a relationship where things were awful, but in a way where there was no huge enough event or outburst for it to be like the straw that broke the camel's back, or the final uncorking where the pressure just built up too high. There's a lot of relationships like that, where it's like any minute now the explosion could come. No specific thing that you say or do is particularly terrible, but there's this underlying fucking ridiculousness to it. And if this is what she decided to share with us, you know, I woke up one time and he was mad because he said that he was talking to me, but I was asleep and I rolled over, and he pushed a fan up to me while I was sleeping. It's like a riddle, isn't it? It sounds ridiculous, but I'm telling you, in the context of that relationship, it was damn near like life on the line, scary bullshit. And it sucks. It sucks. I hope you guys don't find yourselves in a situation like this and end up stuck. You know what I mean? Figure out who you're dealing with and whether or not you're compatible early on, because there's a lot of tells, there's a lot of flags. Don't make it so that it's too late, because it can get tricky. I know it. Number 7, he ended up becoming obsessive, probably because he lost his virginity to me in his mid-20s and had never had any sexual attention from other women since he was from a conservative country. Uh-oh. I told him over and over again that I just wanted to be friends after we had sex a few times because he had too many issues. So, we later hang out as friends, play video games, drink. Then he tries to make a move on me and say that I tell him I don't want to do that. Then he says he's going to sleep. So he sleeps in my bed and I sleep on the couch, which is a few feet away. Then this scumbag waits until I'm passed out to get on top of me and fuck me. He apologizes over and over, claiming he didn't remember. Had 2 shots of vodka and was lying. He continues to try to get back with me as friends and eventually starts showing up at my house uninvited. Unfortunately, I work with this scumbag and I'm looking for new jobs to get away from him for good. Only good thing is that he's not violent, doesn't have anger issues, and just really is obsessive, and I'm guessing mentally ill. Now, Kyle can't really say much without coming off like a victim blamer, so for once, I'm really not even going to try to play tennis or, ping pong with me trying not to come off that way. You're probably just going to think I'm blaming this woman. But let me be honest with you girls for a goddamn minute, all right? There are a lot of niggas in the world. There are a million dudes out there if you want friends and you don't want them to be females, okay? So when you have fucked someone, okay? If you fuck somebody and there's no strings attached and it's obvious that the mentality on both sides is mutual as far as it just being sex and you can exist in a friendly capacity, cool. Continue that relationship and may God have mercy upon your souls. There's nothing wrong with that. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your life, it's sure. But if you fuck somebody and in their mind there's confusion about whether or not you guys exist platonically, sever that fucking cord. End that relationship, my dude. Because they're just biding your time. Men in your life that you give a certain amount of attention to, if they show you signs that what they want is more, you got a problem, my dude. You got a problem. And all you got to do is cut them off. That's it. That's it. She did not deserve what happened to her, obviously. Do you get what I'm saying? But the mistake here, as far as I'm concerned, is being in the midst of somebody, getting, drunk, having drinks and hanging out and sleeping over, when, my dude, they have expressed explicit interest in you sexually. Okay? You're his first. You're spelling it out in a way where it's like if we were to see this in a damn movie, we would be thinking this bitch is dumb. You know what I'm talking about? We would be thinking this bitch is dumb if this were how a movie were to play out, given the information that we understand. You were his first, he's from a conservative country, he's possessive because you're his first. You know what I mean? He hasn't had attention from other women. Yet you really still trying hard to make this friend thing happen. It's platonic in my brain, so it must be that for him too. Basic. Don't be a dumb hoe. It's killing me. A stallion. I wish you could talk some sense into these girls. I should make a stallion some sort of deacon in the cult of Kyle. God damn. I'm sorry. It's terrible, but I hope every party gets a lesson from this. As rude as that is to seem to somebody that's just gonna freak out and go, "Oh my God, are you saying that you're victim blaming her because blah blah blah?" No, man. I mean, he's wrong. Obviously, it's just, come on, girls, stop. Use your brain here. Use your brain. Number 6. He refused to let me break up with him because he was getting a choice. Or he wasn't getting a choice in it, okay? Then threatened to throw himself into the river. Nice guy, TM. When I got upset, he said that he wasn't going to. That was just him not giving me a choice. Isn't there a incel forum that's missing this dude? Like, what is he doing? Somebody responds, I wonder what percentage is of women who have had a guy threaten to kill themselves over a breakup. Every woman I know has had a guy threaten this. I have had it too. But it's typical in the girl breakups as well. I think it's like a thing. And it's like a thing that you understand, but I feel like it should be more typical of marriages where there's like all this, there's like a life there. Do you get what I'm saying? Whether it's kids, whether it's just like so much time invested, blah, 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 you know? And maybe somebody cheats. Maybe somebody's just like done. Things like that. Oh, what are you guys even doing in the stream chat? Y'all just existing over here? I guess I just have to put some of my emojis in the chat. Emojis people can't even use. Wow. Did you know that you could become a patron to the Kyle channel? Wow. Go to patreon.com/Kyle, link in the description, and become the chosen one. Is that too difficult? You don't like that? You can click the join button right here. Did you know? You don't like that? You can click the Streamlabs link. Oh wow. There's just so many things that you can do. You should see my my wallpapers. Why do I feel like an old man for having wallpapers when I'm pretty sure that everybody has wallpapers on their computer? Do you have a live wallpaper? Do you think you're better than me? You think you're better than me? I'll be your crazy boyfriend right now. Yeah. I think I'll just throw myself in the river and I'll take my wallpapers with me. You wake up in the middle of the night. I'm angry with you. You rolled over in your sleep while I was talking to you. Why is this fan in my face? You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth right now. My wallpaper. Number 5. Dia?
I don't feel good.
You don't feel good?
No.
Sick?
Like I'm gonna barf sick.
What did we eat?
I ate chicken.
Chicken.
That's all I've eaten.
We should have eaten pizza then. Kyle need pizza. Jade Shaw says, I haven't had a guy threaten to kill himself over me, but my friend's ex-fiance broke up with her because I told him that I didn't like him. Wait. So wait, because of you, someone's ex broke up with them?
Did you read the rest of the message?
As he had groped me early in the day while we were swimming. Grope where? Titty grope? I didn't know y'all had him just hanging like that, y'all. He made an attempt. It's probably like a butt grope. That's messed up. Would one grope be enough to end my if I proposed, Dia?
One grope from what?
From me on some hoe in a pool.
If we were engaged.
Yeah.
And you went and fully knowing, you have all your faculties, you haven't had anything.
Yeah, I guess it's really a non-question, Dia, yeah. A phrase like that. Let's like enhance it a little bit. Say it's a friend of it's a friend of yours. It's a friend of yours, and I don't know, because I want to ask the question two ways. Like if it's both of our friends, and then one if it's your friend. But if it's your friend, and then I do it, no, that's so uncomfortable. I couldn't even see myself doing that, man.
In any situation.
Because it's non-consensual. Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't care if it's consensual or not. That is inappropriate.
Okay, no, okay. So let me enhance it like this. You and I both have a friend that we've known for a long time, and we're all comfortable in a way, blah blah blah. Not like comfortable like, oh, we're gonna do anything, but I mean like if it was like a dare or something on their part, would you?
What do you mean a dare on their part? Like we're all playing dare?
No. Not even like a conventional truth or dare game, but almost like they're going, like they would just like almost offhand say, "I dare you to squeeze" or something.
Would you feel comfortable if I said that to a?
Obviously not. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it like.
Obviously, I wouldn't be comfortable if you did it to somebody, even if they were a mutual friend, because if we were to pose it to each other both ways, it's just inappropriate. Regardless, we're all comfortable on adults, yes, but that doesn't mean that.
Yeah, I can't even phrase this in a way that like I'm not comfortable with. So I guess this hypothetical's gone off the rails anyway. That sounds pretty wild, Jade. It sounds pretty like movie tier. I love it. It's juicy stuff, It's like soap opera stuff right there, Jade. Your friend's ex-fiance groped you while they were swimming. Was it like blatant, Jade? Were they pretending to like help you swim or some stupid excuse like that? It wasn't even like an application of suntan lotion somewhere you couldn't reach or something. It was just a blatant grope. Holy big mong. Holy bing bong. Jade says the thing is, she didn't even believe me when I told her. So it really shouldn't have mattered. Jade says it was ridiculous. Damn. I can't even think of a hypothetical, and like this shit actually happened to you. Anyway, I apologize. Number 5. Wow. Damn, Miss Guitar. Oh no, Jesus Christ. All right, excellent. All right, thank you, Miss Guitar Girl. You donated. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're sweet, curvy, all of that. You made me sharply inhale, and it sent, I'm guessing, a bead of saliva right over the pipe that I used to breathe. And that happened. Good for me. Good for you. You did it. You choked me. You choked me with the donation. I think I was listening to stand up from Patricia O'Neill the other day, talking about how when girls were giving sloppy toppy, how when they gag and like seem to choke, that's making the dude feel bigger. I don't like that particularly, but I couldn't get enough of his stand up routine because it was going so in on making people in the audience uncomfortable. That was like the whole thing about it. It wasn't even particularly like hilarious as far as I'm concerned. It was just about making everybody squirm in their seats. Like, can you please talk about something else now? And then he was like, nah. So he'd go another sex move. And I'm like, oh my God. Number 5 on the list of Pyscho Boyfriend Stories. Oh no, don't I have to actually go through that icon transition again? No, I can just make it fade now. Dope. He was troubled. Father was an alcoholic who killed himself. Please don't sneeze. A fact that he managed to bring up any time that I attempted to end the relationship. He tried to convince me to run away with him. We were 17 and 18 at the time. What a poser. But I denied him. Time and time again. It didn't help that my mother adored him, and we went to different schools, a veritable Romeo and Juliet. So I'd come home and he'd already be there waiting for me every day. Oh no. After I finally broke it off, he'd drive to my house at all hours and leave gifts on my porch. A few months later, he got a new girl, and I began dating a friend of his. Nice. They decided that we should all hang out. Why? So one evening we were at a movie. No, we rent a movie and grab some booze. My ex and his girl immediately started making out. Hardcore. Whatever. But when she started moaning, I glanced over and he's eyeballing me. Like tongue down her throat, hand in her pants, all while staring at me. So I faked ill and walked home. On my way, he pulled his car up next to me and offered me a ride. I said, fuck off. And he started screaming at me from his car. Don't you get it? I'd do anything for you. I love you. I would die for you. And scene. I hope that you will consider this this demo real for future projects. I can be reached in the email that's on my about page on my YouTube channel, or Snapchat me, or go to my Twitter. My DMs are open. Wow. I ran the rest of the way home, cutting through yards so that he wouldn't be able to follow me. When I got home, I was nearly crying. I was so frightened. My dad saw me come through the door and started flipping out, assuming that my new boyfriend had done something awful. Fearing my boyfriend would catch shit, I finally explained everything about my ex. I felt so dumb and guilty and cried like an idiot, and my dad just listened and tucked me into bed. The next morning, I looked out my window to find my ex's car across the street. By the time I got downstairs, my dad was walking back inside and the car was speeding down the road. Dad evenly said, "I talked to him." And that was that. I never saw my ex again. Don't tell anyone you know the gun barrel's gonna be in your throat. You're giving a blowjob to my dad's gun. Bing, bing. Sorry, okay, what the fuck? Thanks, dude. I'm the dad on this channel, and you will all refer to me as Daddy, Papi, Master, or the Loch Ness Monster. Okay? I put those pronouns in my Twitter bio, just so everybody knows. Glad that's settled. I'll see you guys in the Discord and on Snapchat. You know, make sure you call me by my right thing, or I'm liable to wig out. I'm just gonna freak out like everybody else does, right? Did you just not call me by my... No, you can't miss... You can't miss... Is it gendering? Is it misspeciesing? I don't know, man. Yeah, Boppy. Boppy most now. Striped Floss. Who are you? Striped Floss? Yeah. I wish that I could put Striped Floss on my team of ugly Pokemon. Okay. Oh my god, isn't that coming out soon? I don't even have the money for that. I need to set aside the money for Pokemon Sword and Shield so I can make an army of the ugliest Pokemon that we can find. Also, I'm going to be playing The Outer Worlds, but I'm going to run a playthrough where, you know, I just kill as many people as possible. It's going to be messed up. Ariana, that is so formal. It's adorable. Okay, father. My god. I feel like you guys are like... I don't know, my little toddler army, and that's adorable. So we continue up this list of Pyscho Boyfriend Stories. We arrive at number 4. I only kissed him, and he went all the way off the deep end. My god, where are you guys finding these people? He memorized my class schedule and my general walking route so that he could catch me in the halls between classes. If you pronounce route, suck my ass, alright? They both work for the context of this story. Why are you getting all in my shit? I'm just trying to read right now. One day I noticed that he's on the same bus as me, and I'd never seen him on the bus before. It was very obvious that he was following me home since I walked through a large empty field to get from my bus to my house. After that day, I frequently saw him walking past my house or wandering through the neighborhood. I stopped going on runs or walking by myself. I was only 14, so I couldn't drive. I took the bus everywhere, so this guy basically put me on house arrest. I was afraid to be home alone, but I also didn't have the ability to go anywhere without my parents. Eventually, I told my dad what was going on, and he started standing outside menacingly and stopped the kid from stalking me and told me if I ever saw him again... He told him if he ever saw him again near our house, that he'd be calling the police. Despite being the nicest guy in the world, my dad can look pretty scary. Eventually, my stalker switched to another girl in our school, then another, and after sophomore year, he had apparently moved because nobody saw Creepy Mike anymore. Creepy Mike. Creepy Mike. Someone's like, did this happen in California? I feel like I know this boy. And that person's like, no, but I'm sure there's a creepy Mike everywhere. There's a creepy Mike inside all of us, in our hearts, you know? You like what creepy Mike is giving you, girl? No, Dad. What is it? No, Kyle, stop responding to Dad. Yeah, you know that's what I am, though. Jade has to go? That sucks. I'm sorry that you got groped like that. I really want more details on that story, but I know you may not want to think about it. But in a way, you kind of saved that person from a weird, marriage. Dude's rolling around groping people. Swimsuits, the fuck? You know? Okay, so check it out, Dia. Some girl says, I'm gonna die if my butt doesn't get squeezed. And you're there, and I say to you, is this okay? So if you're there, why don't you do it?
Yeah,
Yeah, great. I can't fucking construct a scenario where there isn't.
Do you want to construct a scenario where it would be okay?
Oh my God, Jade, thank you so much. I love you. I
Love
miss
you
you.
guys. Miss you.
I miss you too. Look at Courage when he dances. It's so cute. But Jade, I love and miss you, and I'm sorry, and I hope that everything gets explosive. You know what I mean? What's weird is that that's the only PayPal notification I've gotten tonight, which makes me wonder if the other things are. Maybe they were going to like Streamlabs, which is different. I always forget about that. I love you. Thank you so much. Everybody, thank you for the likes on the video. I really appreciate it. And if we can clear 50 likes, then that'll just make me need to actually put pants back on, you know? Like to make me put my pants back on. Number 3. This dude was a liar, and his lies gradually unraveled over time. By the time I got the courage to dump his ass, it had come out that he had been unemployed for 3 years and was still divorcing his wife. Wow. And his wife had been his only other relationship. He'd been abusive towards the wife, had a restraining order against him, and when I broke up with him, he called me every name in the book and then proposed. He threatened self-harm afterward. He would leave sobbing voicemails from different throwaway numbers. Why in God's name have you not shared this with the internet? There should be a website called Sobbing Voicemails. I'd do anything for you, girl, you understand? Actually, if you guys have any sobbing voicemails that you'd like to anonymously send me, you know, Snapchat, CYAEL, or drop the MP3 in the Discord, do what you gotta do. You know, nobody knows me. We can all come together and enjoy that as a family. I'd do anything for you, girl. Why are you doing it for me? Sorry, it's fucked up. You know, man, if I ever reach that point, just find me that sawed off. Let's lay down a tarp. That is a joke, YouTube. Chill. Felt like I could feel the, you watch One Punch Man, and then, when he's about to punch you, you feel like that. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I felt from YouTube for a second. Look, the dude accused me of turning him into an alcoholic, and still occasionally pops up as having viewed any social media accounts despite our relationship having been just a few months several years ago. His next ex wound up calling me for advice when he gave her the same treatment. How would his new ex know your number? Like with the new girl, this old girl was the main topic of discussion. Can you imagine? What do the comments say here? I'm just done. That was number 2. No, it was number 3. Okay. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to destroy the remainder of this list. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for your life. The energy I feed. I tried to break up with him. He was my high school boyfriend of 3 years. I tried to do it around 4 times before it finally stuck that I wanted it over. Whenever I tried, he'd hold me against walls and then cry and tell me I wasn't allowed to leave him. He once cornered me and played with a knife as he told me how much he loved me. Some real Sam Hyde stuff going on here now, boy. The last time I broke up with him over text message because I feared for my life. Duh. I was trying to avoid that and not be shitty, but it had to be done. His mom called me, saying that he was running around the house threatening to kill himself. I could hear him yelling in the background the things to tell me. After I needed to get over there and say sorry, I hung up on her and never spoke to him again. Can moms be that crazy? Some moms really will do anything for their baby. Their baby. Some of y'all living some lives where y'all could just get away with anything, man. I wish it was me. I wish it was me. Did I mention that I kept trying to dump him because he had a whole other girlfriend of like 6 months? Why? Why do y'all put up with this for so long? Guys, come on. It's like there's no breaking point. Dio, what's the word for it again? Deal breaker? There's no deal breaker for some of these people. Damn, Tara. Ugh. That's what I'm talking about. Tara, I appreciate this. I'm gonna show you some love. Is she the stream boss? Wait a minute, let me hit that big button really quick. I gotta see what the stream boss is. Click the refresh button on it. It's Jade. Okay, Jade's still the stream boss, you know. But Jade's gonna get the chance to choose her own GIF, and Tara, I want to extend that to you as well. I'm sure Tara's used to hearing that. Get it? Extend? You guys will get it when you're older. Okay? Why does Stripe say a whole girlfriend? You know? You want a half girlfriend? That's what some guys want. Half is enough. You don't need the legs on a girlfriend. You know? Who needs the legs? High five everybody in the stream chat, you know? You guys know what I'm talking about. Tara, I love and appreciate you. Thank you for being a shining beacon in this life and the next. Is she even here? Number 1 on this list reads, this dude tried to force me to choose between him and many activities that I enjoyed. Super controlling behavior. I tried to break up with him like an adult. He reacted by pretending that I was breaking up with him, then escalating to tell me that he was going to take the truck we own together and my dog and leave me in another state. I switched into survival mode, pretended I wasn't serious about breaking up, started looking for a way out. This is what I love when people do. I really love that, you know? Survival mode to me is like when somebody is having their way with you, you know, and you just act like you like it just to get into a vulnerable spot, and then you bite the dick off. Yeah, bitch, bite that dick off. Oh my God, the blood is everywhere. And then you laugh. Sorry. He escalated again by reading my emails and telling me which friends that I could see and when, and what I could use the truck for. Thank goodness for my friends and Google Incognito mode. I left while he was at work and called him from a rest stop 2 hours away to tell him that we were done. Girl, you did it. Everybody's gonna be proud of you. You did it, girl. She's every woman. Tara's still there. Tara, thank you. Thanos, you. Yeah. I really just can't. I thank you all so much for being here. Are there really 69 people, Giggity? The perfect number. The perfect number. Giggity. I saw some really ridiculous stuff today that I'm not proud of as a black man. I saw a public freak out on Twitter of a dude getting all crazy because they weren't making Popeye's chicken sandwiches fast enough. That's not all right to me. Okay. Somebody on Instagram is catfishing pedos and then trapping them. That's great. That is wonderful. What did he do? Oh, it's an air horn. I understand. This is gonna get. Oh my god. He slapped the soul out that dude. She thinks she's a gangsta and from the hood. Wait, hold on. Why would she? What? What's going on here?
Touch him again. Touch me. Yes, touch me again. Go on. Touch me again.
Why does she want to be touched again? Why do you people want to be touched again? No, please. Why y'all trying to? What is this?
I ain't from around here. You know who I am?
I ain't from around here.
I'm Mari's mum. Yeah. Yeah, yo. I'm Mari's mum.
Who's Mari and how are you her mom? I don't understand.
I fucking dare you to.
Look at your nose holes.
Know yourself.
Look at those huge nose holes. Know yourself.
Warning you.
Oh my
One
god.
more fucking time. But I can't touch you.
This angle is the worst. Is really nothing gonna happen? Ugh. I just hated every minute of that. A man throws a bag with tiles into a bus and then yells Allahu Akbar. The passengers did not find it funny. That's not cool. Oh, wow. Did they jump off and mess him up? Yo, I have to ask, you know, if we were on a bus and somebody threw like a bag on the bus and then yelled Allahu Akbar,
That person's getting beat.
you know? I mean, what can we do, you know? Guys, I love you. I'm here for you. I don't know what to do to get you to recognize that you need to send me the hotness, the trending, relevant topics, so I can give you the hottest of takes, okay? Send it to the Discord. Adiana says, Kyle, today I watched a video in which a professor claimed that space isn't real because he hasn't personally been there or seen it. And he was serious. He also claimed that all science is fake. Well, you know, I think the real tragedy is that unfortunately you had to watch that and have your time wasted. And that also we had to kind of think about that more on too, which is wrong. But, you know, thank God big titties exist so we can just, you know, disperse these terrible thoughts. I saw something on Rare Puppers recently, and it was like a dog and a cat. So I'm trying to find that before you guys go, because this was kind of I wouldn't call it a dark list, but, you know, it's pretty hardcore. Not past month, give me the past week. Jeez, it was a stupid dog and cat. Oh my god, look at him. That's so cute. Look, I'm looking for the one with the dog. Is this it? No. It's not. It was like the most photogenic dog and cat in the world. Stop, dogs, please. Y'all playing around out here. I guess I can't find it. I guess that's just how life goes sometimes, you know.
Which one are you talking about?
It was a one with a dog and a cat that were like really, like it was a puppy and a cat, and they were really like getting along with each other. And I can't open up my saved Bing Bong because there's like titties. But let me try to open it up in a different saved window. Saved. Not a different saved window, just like a different window in general. Oh, here's the bear that was freaking out. Here's a dolphin that's like wanting fish. Oh, I found it. All right, here's the thing to soften the blow of this whole stream. I apologize. You know, these things happen. You know, it can be worse, you know. What is with these big ass banners on this page? My God, what's wrong with y'all? Banners are friggin' huge and they won't get out of the way either. Oh, this is Giphy Cat. Whoa. They changed this page, so now it's an abortion. What an ugly interface. And it's also blocky and in your face. Less is more, guys. Oh no, who's responsible for it? They're gonna keep changing the interface of everything, and that's how we're gonna know that we're slowly dying inside. You know why? Here's what's up. I feel like we think that we're accelerating as far as our aging is concerned, and like literally just 10 years ago feels like a lifetime ago because the interfaces of everything change so frequently these days. And if they changed on a yearly basis, it wouldn't be so bad. But I remember back in the day, I was on Windows 95 for a hot minute before Windows 98 came along, and then Windows Vista came. But I was like, I got Millennium Edition. I got the Windows Me Edition. Okay, I don't know nothing about that. Now let me hit you with. You got the Windows 95. Okay, wait, give me the images. Okay, Windows 95, and then you got the Windows 98. Okay, bing bong. I know y'all don't really. And then wait a minute, you got the Windows Millennium Edition. That's the hidden one. That's the secret one. I remember I had Winamp and Kazaa and the Napsters on there. But wait, oh shit. Oh shit, here comes Windows Vista on that ass. Windows Vista stepping into the future. Into the future. I got a see-through taskbar. This is real shit, bitch. This is real shit. Where did XP fit in? Did XP come after Vista? Someone correct me. I feel like XP came after Vista. Windows 10 is so whack. Windows 10 done effed it up. You ruined it, man. Let's remember this day, November 3rd, 2019, guys. Bach says was before Vista. Why are you making the tongue out face with the XI? That's what I use that face a lot. That's how you know I'm an old man, guys. Hey stream. Hey stream. Huh? Yeah? Stream? Camera? Oh my god. You guys have a wonderful night. Stay out of trouble. And, don't buy. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Oh my god. I love that. I love that. Why? Stop, Kyle. Contain yourself. Contain yourself, please. You're showing your stupidness. Okay. Wow. Quentin says my wife and her friend went to a conference next door. Was a Windows XP party. It was not good. Yo, you want to know the scary part? This is something that we're almost not supposed to talk about, but the truth of the matter is, many business establishments, many government buildings, and many hospitals are operating on obsolete operating systems on their motherfucking computers. And this is what has allowed them to be a goddamn playground for people on the dark web. And you know, just like groups of degenerates to just hack right in and screw around. It's messed up, but that's the way that it is. And God forbid that, you know, if anybody's got money, dude, it's the hospitals. If anybody's got money, it's the hospitals. Some of the hospitals have like more land than the churches do. And you got to understand, the churches don't pay taxes. The churches can make some moves. The Catholic Church, Let's not talk. I'm already on a list. Okay, guys, get on Discord. You'll get notifications of these streams. Get in the Snapchat. Send me your favorite takes on, this guy getting on Fox News and saying stuff about Epstein. Hey, here's a comic. Why can't we talk during a fire drill? Shh, be quiet, or the fire will find us. Okay. What happened to comic? That used to be a great subreddit for people that... No, it's probably comics, Kyle. A great subreddit for up-and-coming comics, and then after a while, it just turned into... What's wrong with him? I don't like this. I'm ending the stream. I'll see you guys later. This was weird. Go follow me on Twitch and then follow me on Mixer so that when I start streaming games like at ridiculous times in the middle of the night, you won't miss it. Love you. Later. Bye. Special thanks to my patrons. What you thought I forgot ya? Blam. And an exceedingly powerful thanks to my sponsors. Bam. And to all of you who liked the video and are here today, I love and thank you. Thank you to Diana. Thank you to Jade. Thank you to Lucky. And a thank you to Tara. Thank you as well, Miss Guitar Girl, if you're still here. And we'll see you all later. Bye. Wait, exercises. Ugh. It's so hot though. Man. I'll do them off stream, and then I'll start them on stream next stream. And Dio will hold me to them. You know that she won't lie. She's incapable. Love you, Linda. And I'll see you all soon. You don't want to hear me grunting on stream. That'd be weird. That'd be like a really weird ASMR. I might as well put my feet up on stream. But none of you want to see my feet. You'd want to see girl feet, wouldn't you? What is wrong with the world? See you guys later. Love you.